And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Washington outside left. Roethlisberger has time. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown by Holmes.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up.
It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Tap Room Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks. Lats, joined with my guys, Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson.
Sir.
Swerving Irvin Washington. How we doing tonight, fellas?
I'm doing all right.
As good as a Broncos fan could do, huh?
Hey, that's fine. I'll gladly trade my Broncos being dog shit for USC making the playoffs.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Ben, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I got to go back. I know we talked about this at least on our side text, but I got to go with it. I lost the bet. It wasn't in 3 feet of snow. So I got my Henny here.
Hey, Irv, his first time drinking Hennessy, dude.
I will.
He ain't gonna like it.
I probably won't like it.
Dog shit.
I'm gonna drink it on the rocks.
Dog shit.
We're gonna do it. I gotta get it a little cold.
Like it.
Nah, dude,
But,
Hennessy is one you just got to pound.
It's an acquired.
Let's
taste.
see.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not good. It's not
He
bad.
said it's not bad. It's not.
It's a hell of a lot better than Scotch. So
My motto is liquor always tastes a little better when your life is fucked up.
I mean, my life ain't fucked up. I'm not gonna lie about that. But, I mean, I guess I'm a molester with this stash for November here, but you know, it is what it is. You know,
That's the analogy I always use when I'm drinking liquor. Like, I know this shit about to be nasty, but
Hey,
it's gotta pound it.
gotta
Yeah.
do it, dude. Sometimes you
it's
just
not
gotta-
great. It's not bad though.
Well, if you can stomach Hennessy, I think you'll like that a lot better.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god, you guys are fucking insane, dude.
Now,
Yes.
is like Henny, but it's way smoother. It don't give you that aftertaste, like that chalky taste, like Ben got in his mouth right now.
Yeah. That's a very good way of putting it. Is that
Yeah.
chocolate taste? It's good. Bought
You
a
ain't
nice
gotta-
bottle of rye for me later tonight. So
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that aftertaste with Duce.
No, thank you. All right, fellas. Sunday night, we just saw a great Sunday night football game, man. Probably one of the best primetime games of the year, to be honest. Before that, though, this is Sunday night, which means that we are drinking some beverages tonight.
yep.
Ben, take it away.
God, I gotta wash down that Hennessy. Jesus. Yeah. So every Sunday night we're going to be talking about a couple of beers as we do the podcast here. When we started this podcast, we wanted it to be just like we were sitting at a bar drinking beer, talking sports, and we've kept that along. You know, going through and almost 2.5 years now. So you know, we want to keep this going at least with our Sunday night shows. You know, the way we started it back when Tap Room was. I mean, just hitting the ground running. But so we're going to be reviewing a couple beers for the night. Jordan's got like 15 beers tonight that he's going to be drinking. So I've got
God, I get
2.
through all of them,
I'm
though.
really stoked about my 2 beers. I know Irv's even got a beer going. So you know, it's going to be a good night of drinking. We're going to be talking about the different beers that we're opening up, giving reviews at the end of the show. So let's start it off at least first by saying. Go to Tavour. Make sure to go to Tavour.com. Use promo code TAPROOM when signing up. You'll get $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. In some cases, that's 2 free beers. Some cases, it's a very nice beer.
Let's go,
From
y'all!
all throughout the United States. You don't even have to leave your couch, when getting these beers. So let's start with our beers for at least the first half of the podcast. Jordan, go ahead and start. What are you starting with?
So I'm drinking. I ran across this 12 pack from a brewing company that I haven't really had before. Odell Brewing Company. They're out of Colorado, somewhere in Colorado. I think Boulder. Oh, Fort Collins. I don't even know where Fort Collins or Boulder is, so maybe they're close to each other. But this
Boulder is where Colorado University is located. So
yeah, it's like northern Colorado. I know it's somewhere up there. This is the first one I'm drinking though is the Drumroll Hazy Pale Ale right here. So I have 4 different kinds. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all 4, but 2 of them are like really light. So I mean, it's basically water. This one's 5.3%, so also not very heavy. But obviously, hazy IPA is something that I really enjoy. First sip of it, it's very the aroma is very earthy, Ben, which is what I really like. So it doesn't say the hops that are in here, but I'm guessing it's like Simcoe hops and probably like Galaxy hops or something. Probably not Galaxy because Galaxy's hops are usually pretty strong.
Yep.
But it's also very citrusy, so probably Citra hops to be honest.
There you go. That'll get those tropicals, those florals. Irv, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I fell asleep. Wasn't able to get my Modelo, so
going with the hard stuff.
The hard water.
I'm drinking high quality H2O. Yeah, and you're right. Fort Collins is northern Colorado. That shit is like basically
Wyoming.
There we go. There we go. All right, I got 2 beers tonight. I'm really stoked about this first one, just because it brings back some memories, man. So I'm going with Revision Brewing Company. This is called Emerald Bay IPA. Emerald Bay was a frequent growing up, so when I saw this can, I had to get it. It was where we went and camped up at Tahoe every single year. So Revision coming out of Reno, which is about maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes out of Tahoe, kind of Lake Tahoe South. And I had to get this one 6.4%. So it's a little high for a West Coast IPA. It is very aromatic, same thing that Jordan was talking about, but this is really the fruity and that tropical notes. Coming in with Mosaic, Moteca, Cashmere, and Citra hops. So really hop forward, definitely from the smell, but I'm really looking forward for my second beer. To be honest, I kind of just want to get through this so I can get to that one.
Hell yeah. Revision kills the IPA game too, Ben. It's
really good. I've had a sip of it already, and it's quality. I can drink it quick.
I've honestly never had a bad IPA from Revision. I could say that with 100% confidence.
Yeah, I'd say not bad. I've had a mediocre, but nothing has ever been bad from Revision.
What's the one brewing company that has the Gummy Worms IPA? What's that one? New Glory?
New Glory out of Sacramento, yeah.
Because like they have like a lot of mid beers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like Revision always hits.
I'd say the worst that Revision has is a mid.
Yeah. They like never have trash.
Yeah, exactly. And New Glory, I've had some beers that I haven't been happy with. So
nice.
It is what it is.
Hell yeah. Well, let's hop into some football today. So obviously we just came off watching that Sunday night game. Phenomenal game. When the Chargers scored with 1:46 left on the clock, man, I knew the Chiefs were gonna win the game, dude. That was just way too much time on the clock. The Chargers hadn't been able to stop the Chiefs all second half. This line closed -5.5, which I think was a huge error, dude. I think this is probably one of the worst lines that Vegas has made all season, to be honest. Like, we talked about the Vikings line on Wednesday, and a lot of people said, well, the wrong team's favored in this game, right? When we talked about this game on Wednesday, we weren't sure if Mike Williams or Keenan Allen was going to play. They both played, and the line didn't move at all.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting in my point.
That surprised me too.
So the Chiefs close -5.5. They win by 3, so they win outright, but the Chargers cover. The total was 52.5. The total goes over. What was Irvin or Ben, let's start with you. What was your thoughts on this game here tonight?
I was surprised at the Chargers. I mean, I felt they played a hell of a game, both offensively and defensively. I mean, we saw Mike Williams go out, in the first quarter? And, even though he came back in, he wasn't effective. He didn't get a target.
He was kind
I
of
don't
just
think
there.
he finished the game, did he?
No, I didn't see him out there. But Jordan Palmer was excellent tonight.
Joshua Palmer was great.
Sorry.
Keenan Allen played really well. Even Austin Eckler, I thought had a pretty good game. Even though I thought he could have done better rushing the ball, he still got 83 yards. But also was that kind of dual threat, getting about 20 yards on the through the pass. So I was really impressed with that. What a game by Kelsey.
Yep.
Man, I mean, obviously he missed. He got hit in the face with a football, or shoulder, because he didn't turn around. But man, he is something else. Great offensive, and even though the Chargers got 27 points, I thought a good defensive day for Kansas City.
Or what were you thinking?
I missed most of the second half because unfortunately I took a nap, but I woke up in time to watch the last 5 minutes. But yeah, man, it's what you expect. You got arguably two of the top three QBs in the NFL. So whenever you get them two on the field, the defense is going to try to make as many plays as they can, make it uncomfortable, try to confuse them a little bit. But those two are just too good, man. It's kind of comical at this point that the Chargers aren't. Well, you can blame injuries, but they should be better. They definitely a better team than what their record would indicate, and it just goes to show nobody plays Mahomes as tough. Probably Josh Allen as Josh Herbert. Justin Herbert does.
Yeah.
Some of the throws that dude can make is just not fair. So, even the one where he missed in the end zone, the dude was taking him to the ground and he threw the ball, and it was on time, accurate. It's just the defender low key got away with a hold. That's why the dude for the Chargers didn't catch it. So, if he can make throws like that, then it's not too much you could do with a guy like that. I say the biggest thing holding the Chargers back is a head coach, bro.
Yep. Dude, Herbert and Sean Payton next year are going to be fucking fire, dude. And they're gonna be...
Sean Payton going to Denver, bro.
Sean Payton is not going to Denver, dude. If
you got deeper pockets,
doesn't matter, dude.
We can pay him $15 million a year.
Yeah, but he wants
the Chargers
an up and coming QB or a
veteran QB,
and he'll be in LA.
Who's on his way down.
Yeah, bro. There's no way he passes up that Chargers job. I'm telling you right now, man.
Well, honestly, it's not like he can't just sign with any team. I think he's still under contract with the Saints. Don't they got to put together a trade or something like that? Some type of compensation for the Saints?
Only for this season, if he were to go to a team.
Oh, next season he's free?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it changes everything. Yeah, man, I agree, dude. Like, sign me up for Herbert and Mahomes in prime time every time they play, because every game these two play is absolutely phenomenal and always comes down to the last possession. And obviously, like all three of us know, in prime time this year, I mean, we've had some dog shit football, dude. Probably because a lot of it is the Broncos playing. But it is what it is. But I mean, dude, these two quarterbacks, like, they're just phenomenal, dude. The biggest thing to me watching this game, though, and I wrote it down like 100 times, is like, why the fuck does Andy Reid refuse to run the football, dude?
That's just not what he does. Nobody is going to make that man start running the football.
First drive, Pacheco runs
27 rushes today. That's really good for Andy Reid.
That's actually a lot. I didn't know they ran the ball that
the second half he started
107 yards.
The second half he started running more, but the first drive Pacheco had 2 carries for like 40 yards, and then he throws the ball 3 times in a row, and they end up kicking a field goal.
Yeah, but you got to understand, Jordan. Andy Reid is Andy Reid. He's not changing for nobody. The dude's won how many Super Bowls has he won? One? Okay, well, he's been to multiple. That's just Andy Reid, bro. There's no changing that. How bad as we want him to do it, as much as they are successful at it when they do it, he's just not.
No, that's not what he does. But he has to get out of that, because, I mean, it cost him the AFC Championship last year, like, not running the ball. It literally cost him that game.
Yeah.
They're playing the Rams, and they probably beat the Rams in the Super Bowl if they beat the Bengals. But he refused to run the ball in the second half. Bengals drop 8 the entire half, and dude just doesn't run the ball. Like, if you can't run it against a 3-man front, you got issues, dude. right? But they didn't even try to run the ball. Tonight he did in the second half. He adjusted a little bit more, ran the ball a little bit more, and that keeps the defense honest because then they have to bring guys up in the box, dude, and they have to respect the run, and then that opens up everything for Mahomes, dude, and what he does best, right?
So maybe they see that they got a good running back now, and they'll probably dedicate more, get more of the game plan to Pacheco because that dude is nice.
Yeah, he's hella nice, dude. Shout out to anyone that got him on fantasy because he's definitely going to be the go-to back now. That's without a doubt.
I thought it was a little unfortunate that we see Kadarius Toney go out again.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy, man. That's the thing with him and Jerry Jeudy, man. They cannot stay healthy. I don't know what it is, what they're eating, how they training in the off season. They need to probably do some yoga, Pilates, something, man, because those two dudes got all the talent in the world. They just can't stay on the field.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all bad. Man, shout out to the Houston Cougars, dude. 66-56 against the Oregon Ducks tonight in Eugene. Let's go.
Damn. The Ducks, huh?
Yep, two good basketball teams. Anyway, sorry.
I was just thinking, like, wait, wasn't college football last night and the Ducks weren't?
Well, Ben,
Ducks weren't playing that.
Now we got college basketball every single night, dude. It's literally the greatest time of year, bro. It doesn't get any fucking better than this.
There's just too many college teams for me. I can't do it.
There's 363 to be exact.
Great, that's way too many. And then you double it for football and and basketball going right now.
Well, football there's only 140
we
something.
Keep it kind of. We know like the general is like shitty teams you stay away from, but college basketball, bro, is just
beautiful, bro. Yeah, it's absolutely fucking beautiful.
I gotta and Irv, you gotta come out for either March Madness or conference weekend before. That shit was so much fun last year. I plan on being in
Vegas. Conference weekend. So conference weekend is the week before, right?
The week before, yeah.
And like there's the WAC tournaments out here, the Mountain West tournament, Pac-12 tournament, and the WCC tournament. All four of those tournaments are out here. And
dude, we were just Ubering to another game to another game to another game. That shit was so much fun.
So what's better? So we should do that, or should we do March Madness?
Well, March Madness, you just go to the sports book, and then they have like every game on. But conference tourney, like you can actually like go to hella games. Plus the tickets are like hella cheap, dude.
All right, so it seems like I got to get ready for both.
We can get out here for both. I mean, dude, it's definitely it's fucking awesome, dude. It was hella fun last time.
Yep.
All right, let's hop into some other games. So, another game that really caught my attention. Oh, and by the way, your boy went 5-0 on his picks today.
There we go.
So now all three of us have gone 5-0 this season at some point.
So who fucked me over today? I think the Giants did.
The Giants definitely fucked you over.
Yeah, I think I was 3-2 today.
I told you, Irv, during the game, I said the fucking Lions were gonna win that game, dude. I was watching that game in the fucking.
I'm not unless the Giants playing the Texans. I'm not picking them to win no more.
The Giants were due for some regression. We're gonna get to the Giants in a second though. Let's talk about the Eagles.
2-3 today. Ouch.
Hey, that's okay. I went 2-3 in college yesterday, Ben, and I had two of the worst fucking beats of all time on some totals, dude.
Chiefs didn't win. Jets fucked it up, which I'm sure we'll talk about later, and then the Giants.
Yep. We're going to talk about both those teams, but let's talk about the Eagles and Colts first. So Eagles closed this game -6.5 on the road, coming off their first loss of the season. They were honestly trailing this entire game against Indianapolis. They get a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter in which Jalen Hurts completes one pass for 8 yards.
Yeah.
They get a 47-yard pass interference call, and then they run 6 quarterback design runs. End up scoring, winning the game. Don't cover. Total goes under 45.5. So what's our thoughts on the Eagles? Because Irv, we talked about this last week, and you said that you still really trusted the Eagles, and you thought that they were probably the best team in the NFL. Do you feel that same way today?
Honestly, I'm not gonna hold this. I just think this Colts team is playing a lot better than what we expected them to be under Jeff Saturday. That O-line looks like it's a brand new O-line. Jonathan Taylor is healthy, and this is a team we all had winning their division.
I mean, they only ran the ball for 100. They only ran the ball for 99 yards today, though.
Yeah,
that's it's just, I'm just saying, just overall, they're playing a lot better than what people expect them to be, and this is maybe the coach team we thought we was gonna get all year. So the fact that the Eagles went in there, of course they could have played a lot better. Jalen Hurts could have played a lot better, but those are the kind of games good teams / great teams, they find a way to win. No. So I'll give them credit for the win, but no, if I'm just like on the outside looking in, they got to play better because, of course, the Colts, they have talent, but they are missing their best player on defense. Secondary been kind of banged up. The offense is not world beaters, but the Eagles have been struggling, but they found a way to win. So I'll give them credit for that. Jalen Hurts definitely has to play better, especially on the game-winning drive, for the fact that they won and only completed one pass. That penalty really helped out. But yeah, they definitely got to play better because if the Niners get healthy and they got to play maybe the Bucks, they looking better, and the Bucks are on a bye, so they probably could keep this run going. Yeah, I would be on a neutral field or away. If the Steelers' run game isn't the Eagles' run game not working like it's been the whole year, then if Jalen keeps passing like that, then they could get clipped in the playoffs for sure.
Ben, you said no.
No.
What do you think?
This is the New York Yankees of football here.
100%. That is a great fucking analogy, actually.
They are a great, well, not even a great regular season team, but they are a decent regular season team with a hell of a schedule. And I think today's game really pronounced that because you look at this Colts team and this offense is nothing like we thought this offense was going to be. You have Jonathan Taylor, who only ran for 84 yards, who last year was going, averaging over 100 yards per game. You have Matt Ryan, who is supposed to be the savior, who is not even close to the savior that we thought he was going to be. You have this offensive line that is absolutely trash, which was so much better last year. And before this season, yes, absolutely right. The Colts, we thought were going to win this division, but this is not the Colts team that we thought. The defense looked great today, but the offense, in my eyes, you need a whole rebuild, building around Pittman, maybe Campbell, Jonathan Taylor.
Paris Campbell had a couple of terrible drops today too.
He did. Yep. But that's it. Like the whole offense needs to be rebuilt. A fullback, you need probably another wide receiver or two. You need a tight end. You need a whole offensive line. You need a new QB. Like this is not a good offense. And for the Eagles to only win by one, this is an embarrassment.
Well, I agree with Irvin in the sense that like a win's a win. Like coming out with a win in that sense is like a good win. But I've been saying this about the Vikings, dude. Like these 1-score games, they even out at the end of the year. You know what I mean? Like you can't sustain this kind of win throughout the entire course of a season, right? Eagles dominated games early in the year because their run game was absolutely unstoppable and their defense was ferocious, right? Well, now teams are realizing the Eagles aren't that good at stopping the run. You just have to run right up the gut and you can have success. Don't have Davis. They don't have Davis.
They signed Sue, Linval, Joseph. Hopefully those can help out.
I want to talk about Sue.
Sue's mid. He's basically washed at this point. I mean, there's a reason why he wasn't on
he's not, but he is still a damn good run stopper, and that's what they signed him for.
Yeah. And it came out yesterday that he had a choice between the Niners and the Eagles, and he chose the Eagles.
Yeah, probably because the Niners weren't going to give him as much playing time. Because this is the thing, dude, is once the Eagles get healthy, because they have two of their starting defensive tackles are out right now. Once those two starters get healthy, who are they going to cut to keep Sue on the team? Now, I can tell you,
probably.
I don't know if they're going to cut anybody, but I can tell you for damn sure the Niners probably told him, hey, once we get healthy, you're probably not going to make our team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably won't play as much, but if you sign him this late in the season, he's going to be on your team for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but I mean, they're signing him because they have no other option. I mean, the Eagles are like decimated with injuries on their defensive line.
Yeah, that's true, but you got to think before the season started, it was like 10 teams trying to sign him. So
and then, and on top of that, the Eagles traded for Robert Quinn, and he's fucking washed now, dude. The Bears fucking that was fucking highway robbery what the Bears did to the Eagles, dude.
Yeah, he isn't. He's looking nowhere near what he was last.
No, not at all. And the fact, Irv, you said it when the trade first happened. You were like, oh, I mean, like, you know, he'll probably get rejuvenated. But I mean, I think last year was like an anomaly compared to how he's playing this year. I think with the Eagles, this is the thing, dude. Obviously, you guys know my opinion on the Eagles. I've been saying it all year. I think they're a good team, dude. I do. I don't think that their offense is sustainable in the playoffs, dude. I don't, because we've seen now 2 weeks in a row where the Eagles get down, and last week they played the Commanders. Commanders actually are starting to play good defense, dude. Yeah. Finally.
Yep. And once they get Chase back, it's gonna be
a lot better. And they got the Heineken man, which we're gonna talk about in a little bit, but and then you have the Colts. The Colts, I mean, dude, they're missing Shaq Leonard, who's arguably the best linebacker in football when he's healthy, right? That's a huge miss because that's a spy on Jalen Hurts. And how did the Eagles win this game? They literally won on quarterback draws. That's how they won this game. That is not going to work in the playoffs against playoff caliber teams. The one thing working in the Eagles' favor is that the NFC is absolute fucking dog shit. If I were to ask you who's the best team in the NFC right now, we would probably all have different answers. I would say the Niners are the best team in the NFC.
Yep.
Fully healthy. And y'all know how much I fucking hate the Niners.
Yep.
But they're getting healthy too, so that's a big
problem.
That's a problem for the rest of the NFC. If Jimmy G can win games without throwing touchdowns, that just goes to show how good that damn team is.
So, I mean, who do we trust in? I mean, that's just how bad the NFC is. You know what I mean? Like, aside,
you got a top five. You got the Bucks, you got the Eagles, you got the Vikings, you got the Cowboys, and you got the Niners.
But the fact that we put the Bucks in there with how bad they played all year.
Yes. Yeah, because they got Brady. Of course, they're gonna always be a factor. They got the best damn.
Plus, their defense when healthy is hella good.
Right? Well, I think the Eagles are gonna get a wake up call week 15 when they're playing the Cowboys. I think that's gonna be because let's talk about the rest of their schedule. They've got the Packers, the Titans, the Giants, the Bears, the Cowboys, the Saints, and then the Giants again.
Well, the Packers their season's over. I think
the Packers and the Titans are both 50-50 games.
Packers season's over, dude. I don't think that they're going to be motivated to play at all. Like, they have zero chance of making the playoffs at this point.
Yeah, but I think that's when the pride comes in, especially next week.
They're led by Aaron Rodgers, who would rather go drink ayahuasca on a fucking
So I'd give the Packers and Titans a 50-50 game, and then I think they're absolutely going to get destroyed by the Cowboys.
Well, I'd say the Titans are better than a 50-50 chance. Where are they playing that game?
In Philly.
Mike Vrabel is the best coach in football, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, either team could win that game. And then I think week 15 in Dallas, I think everything going to get decimated, which is going to be the wake-up call for the NFC East, saying this is, okay, maybe we aren't that good. Maybe our schedule was so fucking easy that we were playing Cooper Rush week 5 and got that win. 6 and got that win. Now we have Dak. Now we have Pollard going crazy.
But we never know what Dak's going to show up, though. That's the problem with the Cowboys. Let's talk about the Cowboys real quick. So Cowboys, Vikings. Cowboys go into Minnesota and just fucking obliterate the Vikings, dude. I mean, this was an absolute fucking massacre. Yep. This game was 3-3 at one point, and then it was never fucking close after that. Like, the Cowboys just dominated this game. I think they finished with 6 or 7 sacks in the game. How many? 7 sacks, dude.
6 times in the first. And knocked down 9 times.
Just an absolute fucking. This was crazy, dude. The Vikings suck. They're not as good as their record. This is why wins and losses. When someone tells me this team is this good because of their win-loss record, the Vikings are a perfect example of why I don't give a shit about wins and losses, dude.
Yeah.
Because wins and losses can be dictated on luck. And luck is real, dude. And yes, they did get the beneficiary of that luck in these games. But when we talk about games like that Buffalo game, you play that game 10 times, dude. They win that game that one time. They don't win that game anymore, right? The way the game played out. That is why we need to take into consideration context for things like this. Now, the Cowboys, though, Dak shows up today. right? Do we get this Dak every week? Do we get this? I mean, Tony Pollard was excellent today.
Tony Pollard was excellent, but you got to look. They scored on their first 7 possessions.
Yeah, I mean,
And
they
were 11,
dominated.
15 on third downs.
Yeah, they just got
That's an impressive
They got to
offense.
get rid of Zeke, bro. That offense is totally different with Pollard on the field. It's not even close. It's night and day. I understand that's Jerry's boy. He drafted him. He love him, but at the end of the day,
189 total yards, Irv.
you got to be able to cut a player loose, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do it after this year, but for the rest of this year, it should be 80-20 Pollard on the field when it comes to him and Zeke playing time and carries and all that good stuff.
They split carries today. Zeke both had 15.
It should be
Pollard had 80. Zeke had 42 yards.
Yeah, it should be if it's 30 carries, Pollard should be getting 28, Zeke should be getting 2.
That's a little different than 80-20, but I like it.
Yeah, that's the way it should be, because I'm sorry, bro. Zeke is washed. Shit, maybe he could play for Denver next week. Seems like next year.
But Irv, do you trust Dak in a big spot?
I mean, Dak went 22 for 25 today.
Well, he was good today, but that's what I'm saying. Like, do we trust Dak in a big game? Like, do we trust him consistently?
Well, Dak has never been terrible in a big game. Besides,
what did you watch that Niners game last year?
The Niners game was probably the worst game he ever played, but that's an anomaly. We've seen him go toe to toe with the Russell Wilsons when Russell Wilson was considered a elite quarterback. We've seen him go toe to toe with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers makes a fucking 1 in a million throw to beat them in their home in the playoffs. So we know Dak can take a team to the postseason. We got to see him elevate and try to win, and his team make it to an NFC championship and a Super Bowl. He has the talent. He has the talent around him. That Cowboys O-line has stepped up majorly since Tyron Smith got hurt. So it's just.
But Irvin, the thing with the Cowboys is they've always had talent. Like that year they beat the Seahawks, they had the number 1 defense in the league.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm just saying this team just has to be consistent. As long as Dak's consistent, he's not turning the ball over. With that defense, this team could beat anybody.
Yeah, no, I agree. But now we gotta question Micah Parsons, because Parsons left the game today with a knee injury.
Well, but he came back, which I think is fucking stupid. Because that was going to be my next point on this is you gotta look at better coaching here too, because
that's the biggest thing about the
5
Cowboys.
Possessions and then you have Micah Parsons come back in. What are you doing?
Yeah, that wasn't smart at all.
Off a knee injury too.
Well, I mean, we know their biggest deficiency is head coach, dude, for sure. Mike McCarthy is not the brightest tool in the shed or sharpest tool in the shed, but
sharpest knife in the drawer.
Sharpest knife in the drawer.
Brightest tool in the shed. Box.
Brightest crane in the box. Whatever analogy you want to use.
Mike McCarthy ain't it.
He's not it, dude. He's not it. So, I mean, the Cowboys have to overcome that. But again, we talk about the NFC, and it's okay, I think we all agree the Niners are probably the best team when healthy.
Yeah.
And then, you probably go Bucks, Eagles, or Bucks, Cowboys, Eagles. Personally, I think the Cowboys are probably better than the Eagles, fully healthy, in my opinion.
Yeah. You want to just keep it a buck.
Because I mean, the Cowboys' pass rush is just so elite, dude. If you have an elite part of your team, it just changes everything. And the most elite part of the Eagles is their
even the
offensive
secondary
line.
is a little suspect, but
that pass rush just gets
pass rush makes up for it.
Yep. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the Patriots game. So the Jets were at the Patriots. Ben promised me that the Jets were going to cover against the Patriots, even though they haven't covered in fucking 12 years against the Patriots.
That was some fluke bullshit right there.
Well, I mean, Nick Folk, the guy was he hasn't missed. He missed 1 kick all year, and then he misses 2 in this game.
And I did tell you that we weren't going to see 3 interceptions by Zach Wilson.
No, instead
he had
we saw
more interceptions than yards in the second half.
I was gonna say. Instead, we saw the Jets go for minus 21 pass yards in the second half, man.
Yeah. 2 total offensive yards in the second half. More interceptions in week 8 than yards in the second half.
So Damn, I mean, they gotta get them a quarterback, bro. I mean,
Because their team is good, dude. They just don't have a quarterback, bro.
The
That's their
might have
problem.
three today.
they might. Do they got a first round pick next year?
I believe so.
Yeah, they have two. They have
Oh yeah, they have
Seattle's
Seattle's first round
Shit,
pick
they
from that
might,
Jamal.
They might want to package those picks
I
and
don't
trade
think
up
they
and
have
get one
Seattle's
of those
anymore.
QBs because they might have to keep Wilson for his rookie deal and just cut him after that because that dude is not it.
Well, look at Robert Saleh today describing his own fucking offense.
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
Like
Dog shit.
insanity there.
Dude, I can't believe
It's
they gave
crazy
us
too
that
because once
gem,
they
dude.
get healthy, they gonna have they missing three starters, three pretty good starters on their O line. So
Yep.
it's just trading up for the Jets though. They just need a QB.
Hey Ben, remember after week 2, we had a conversation, and I said, would it be wise for the Jets to start Joe Flacco the rest of the year because he probably gives them a better chance to win?
Yeah.
I still don't think that.
Dude, he was
Because you gotta think because Joe Flacco played against I think the Steelers was healthy when they played the Steelers, right?
I think he played the Browns.
The Browns,
and
he pretty
Had a
much
great game and a half.
he
He
lit
won
up the
that game.
Browns. Then he had a decent game, but I think they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He went 1-1 as a starter.
He can't do no worse than what Kyle Wilson is doing.
No, he can't do.
There's not enough Ben Gay in the world for him to fucking be a top of the line quarterback after week.
Ah,
11.
because dude, this is the
I
same.
wouldn't say top of the line, but he can manage the game. He can pretty much do what Geno's doing for the Seahawks.
Yeah, and this is a similar. And I said this after week 2 this year. This is a similar situation of the Cardinals when they had Liner and Kurt Warner. You know, Kurt Warner was brought in as a backup at the end of his career, but he resurrected his career and he gave that team a chance to win because they had so much talent around him. This is a similar situation because the Jets have a great defense, top 5 DVOA defense.
Oh yeah, I mean look at it today. They allowed 3 yards.
And they have
3 points. Sorry.
And they have solid skill position players, dude. It's not like they don't have any talent around them. Zach Wilson is literally holding this team back.
I ain't see. Wait, even Deshaun Jackson punt return wasn't a walk off. Didn't that game go into over? No, that was a walk off too.
Yeah,
that's the last time I seen a walk off punt return.
Yeah, this was a walk off punt return, dude. Walk off punt return touchdown, man. That shit is unreal.
Whew, and one better missed out on like 80 bands.
Well, and there should have been a hit from the back or hit from behind.
Yeah, he was gonna score anyways, though. That's why.
Oh, absolutely, he was gonna score. But if you are that player and you get a penalty there,
well, I mean, he probably fucking loses his job the next morning. But the
So
reason why they didn't call it was because the runner was already fucking way past it, dude.
Yeah, that's dog shit.
I mean, if it wasn't the Jets, it probably would have been called. Let's be real.
I think if it was a bigger game, like, maybe. But I mean, like, it was
50%
like
% of the teams, it would have been called.
The guy was already way past him, dude. I mean, it was like
he was like 3 yards past him.
But there was no way he was gonna catch him.
It doesn't matter. It's still a hit from behind.
Oh my god, here we go.
If it's the Bucks, that doesn't get called. If it's the Niners, if it's the
if you call all these
Cowboys, it doesn't get called.
They could call holding on every fucking play if they wanted to.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They just only pick and choose when they want to.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Giants game real quick. So the Lions go into the Giants. Giants close -3. You guys both had the Giants as one of your best bets. The total was under 44 and a half, sorry. The Lions cover win outright and the total goes over. What was your guys' thoughts on this game? Because you guys both like the Giants, so I got to hear what you guys think about this game.
Yeah, the only reason why I picked the Giants because the Lions are one of the worst defenses in the league. And I picked the Giants because the Lions have one of the worst defenses in the league, and Brian Dabble has been pretty damn good at exposing defenses and taking advantage of what teams don't do well. Just today, that shit did not work out at all. The Lions defense probably played their best game of the year, and the offense hasn't been a problem. It's been the defense. So they just exposed the Giants, man. The Giants aren't that good, and if they had a tougher schedule, they probably wouldn't make the playoffs, honestly.
No.
Who, the Lions? The Lions or the Giants?
The Giants.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I thought the Giants defense played fairly well today. you get 165 yards off the pass, 165 yards off the off the rush. So if you're looking at a 325 total yard game,
Can't allow
for them to score 31
run.
points was incredible off of that. But that offense, I will eat crow here. That offense is horrible. Today it looked just insane. You had Daniel Jones back to a second-rate QB. You had the run defense kind of looking like trash. You had the pass rush. He was blitz 16 times with 0 sacks. You had Saquon Barkley running the ball 15 times and got a whole total 22 yards. Like, this was not a good offensive or defensive. Defense was okay, but the offense was just terrible. 2 interceptions by DJ. I mean, you've got Matt Breida looking better and averaging more yards than Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, this was like, in my opinion, like, I know the Lions are like trash stopping the run, but this was one of those games where it's like they literally just prepped to stop the run, similar to the Packers did against the Titans, right? And the Packers literally shut Derrick Henry down basically, but they couldn't stop Ryan Tannehill on Thursday. Yeah. This was a similar thing where like they sold out on the run. They were like, if Daniel Jones beats us, we'll live with it. You know what I mean? And
he did.
He couldn't.
Minus the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, but that 2 interceptions is huge.
Huge, absolutely.
And that was the issue. The Giants defense, I mean, honestly, this season, they've been 24 DVOA pretty much all year. Like, they haven't been great defensively. They've been, like, middle of the pack to, like, bottom half of the league. I think they've had a lot of luck, and now the regression to the mean is happening. You know what I mean? And, like, now we're going to see. They haven't even played. I don't even think they played a fucking division game yet. They played one against the Cowboys and lost, right? That's the only division game they played. The Giants.
The Giants, 0-1 the division.
Yeah, they haven't even gotten to the meat of their schedule yet. So, I mean, they could very well go 0-6 in their division. You know what I mean? They're probably the worst. I would take the Commanders over them right now with Taylor Heineke.
Well, the way to play the Commanders playing right now, they look pretty damn good.
And the Commanders, like, the best thing they do is stop the run, and that's what the Giants do best. You know what I mean? So, I mean, when all is said and done, I mean, this is probably not a playoff team, to be honest. And Brian Daboll, he has done an excellent job all season. He's a hell of a coach. But this team, I think we knew coming into this year, this roster, the way it was set, I mean, this isn't what they want going forward. I guarantee Daniel Jones isn't even their quarterback next year. So it is what it is.
I don't know about that, but
no, there's no way that he's a free agent at the end of the year. There's no way they resign him.
I didn't realize he was free agent.
Yeah, they didn't pick up his option. Yeah, he's a free agent, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a pretty decent draft pick.
Yeah, hopefully for their sake they lose a lot.
It's a quarterback heavy draft next year too, so
they're not gonna have a decent draft pick because they've gone 7-3 so far.
Yeah, but Hendon Hooker might fall because he tore his ACL. Now, if you give me Hendon Hooker and Brian Daboll, I like that combination.
Shit, give me Will Levis and Brian Daboll.
If he falls, then cool.
Shit, give me DTR and Brian Daboll. Give me Jalen Daniels and Brian Daboll.
As long as if he gets any of the top 10 quarterbacks in this draft, he'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree.
He'll be able to get a top 10, but
no, he'll get a top 10 quarterback.
Ranked top 10 quarterbacks. Anything outside of
top 10 the 10 quarterbacks ain't going in the first 2 rounds. You know what I mean, they're gonna go in the top 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah, so he'll be all right. Just don't draft JT Daniels or Keaton Slovis.
They're probably gonna draft Spencer Rattler.
If that dude keep his head on straight, he can make all the throws.
Yep. All right, couple quick notes here before we get to the Monday night game. Ron Rivera came out today after the game and said Taylor Heineke is the starter for the Commies going forward. Yay or nay?
Yay, because he's playing way better and he's making way more plays than Craig Carson Wentz was outside of the first 2 weeks.
That defense is going to win the game. It doesn't matter if you have Wentz or Heineke in there right now.
Heineke matters because Heineke is making plays. We all know he could be a good quarterback.
Heineke's playing better than Wentz, but that defense is going to win those games.
That team rallies behind Taylor, though.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't turn the ball over, he's a good QB.
Yep. Chase Young coming back next week.
Second note, Arthur Smith of the Falcons said that the Falcons will continue with Mariota as long as they're in playoff contention. What do you think about
I
that?
think they need to. I would reconsider that honestly because that offense is not. They figured it out. They're selling out to stop the run, and they making. And they're making. They're basically making Mariota beat him with his arm, and he can't do that.
What do you think,
They
Ben?
won today, but they won't win without Kyle Pitts in. So I think Kyle Pitts' injury is big.
Man, Kyle Pitts has been
and,
non-existent in that offense all season.
What's that?
He's been non-existent in that offense all season.
Yeah, but
Trust
that
me,
was
I got
what
him in
was clicking
fantasy,
these
dude.
last couple weeks. That's
don't
what
know.
was clicking in these last couple weeks. So
I don't
with
know
him
what
out-
made him stop feeding Drake London too. Sorry to cut you off, Ben.
No,
Ever since then, that offense ain't been the same.
Yeah, it's been a mid offense, dude. The offense has definitely sputtered of late. Hasn't been the same, but I thought, we talked about it before the season. I was like, at some point Mariota's probably going to get hurt and Desmond Ritter's going to come in and you can see what you got from Desmond Ritter. But I mean, the Falcons they've been respectable, dude. I mean, they've already hit their win total for the year. They are in playoff contention. I think you got to ride Mariota until the wheels fall off, but I'm also in agreement with you guys in the fact that I think you got to see what you have from Desmond Ritter, dude. Like, it can't, if it's worse, you know what I mean? Like, you go back to Mariota and then you just draft another quarterback in the offseason. But, I mean, if Desmond Ritter plays a lot better, then you have your QB of the future and
You just build around him.
build around him and Drake London and Kyle Pitts.
Mhm.
So, I mean,
got Commanders, Steelers, Saints for the next 3 weeks. I think this is a great time to test the waters.
yeah, I think so too. I don't know why they would just continue doing that. Because, I mean, it's not like the Falcons have won because of Mariota. They've been winning in spite of Mariota.
Yeah, he's been a good game manager, and he's been pretty damn good with his legs, and he opens up their run game more for the running backs. But
And Ritter's probably more athletic than him, too, at this stage of their careers.
I don't know. I would have went with Ritter.
All right, let's talk about our Monday Night Football preview. Or should we take a break real quick and then do
Let's take a quick break.
Okay, we'll take it.
I do want to say one thing before we kind of end with today's game. Buffalo finally fucking ran the ball today.
Yeah.
For somebody other than Josh Allen. You got Singletary and Cook both going for 86 yards.
Yeah, that was huge. That was
How many
huge.
TDs?
Singletary had 2 TDs. I know that.
One rushing touchdown.
Singletary only had 1? Oh, yeah, that's right. They called 1 back on a fucking holding call.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
And then they ended up kicking a field goal. That is right.
Still, they ran the ball. They had 171 rushing yards. Josh Allen only 7.
And honestly, this win from Buffalo, huge mental fortitude because they basically had half their team that didn't practice all week because they had the flu. And then they didn't even leave fucking Buffalo until like Saturday morning, dude. Get into Detroit. And
The
literally
fans helped them shovel out.
Yeah,
of
the
their-
entire city of
shovel out
Buffalo.
of their houses and get to the airport.
And then they don't get to Detroit till yesterday, and then they have to play a game. I mean, they started sluggish, but then they really picked it up. I think it was a tough situation for that team, and
Yeah, it just shows they built they built the win. Sean McDermott has built a really good program, a really good atmosphere, brotherhood, all that good stuff.
I think they like to call that what's it called? Damn, now I lost my train of thought. Culture. That's what they like to call it. Culture.
Culture and foundation. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, let's take a quick break real quick, and then we'll hop back in here, and we'll talk about we'll preview the Monday Night Football game. So stay locked with us. We will be right back. All right, we are back. Thank you for staying locked with us. Let's go. All right, let's hop into some Monday Night Football right now.
Before we got to go, we got to talk about our beers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Really quick about our beers, because I got a special one for the beers. We're still going with that hard H2O here. Jordan, you've had 4. Have you gotten to number 2?
Yeah, I started the Sippin' Pretty, which is the fruited sour from Odell Brewing Company. This one's really light. It's like 4%.
4%. All right. I have a big one. This is a new beer coming out from Russian River, which I am stoked about. I've never seen this before. A week and a half ago, and I've been sitting on it because we didn't have a show last week because I was out of town. Mosaic Stack IPA from Russian River. It's another IPA coming in to rival our Pliny's here. So this is a 6.5%, pretty low on the percentage level for an IPA. But this is a Mosaic specific hot beer. So super stoked about that. Now let's get into Monday Night Football.
Yes, let's talk about Monday Night Football. We got the Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. This one is being played in Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. The Cardinals are forfeiting a home game, and everyone's talking about it online. They're all saying, "Oh my God, how could the Cardinals throw away a division home game?" And I'm like, dude, the Cardinals don't even have a home field advantage anyway, so it doesn't even fucking really matter. Niners coming into this game 5-4 straight up, 4-5 against the spread, 3-6 to the over. The Cardinals are 4-6 straight up, 5-5 against the spread, 5-5 to the over. Right now, the Niners are laying 8. The total is 43 on the money line. They're laying $3.50. The Cardinals catching the 8 and 280 on the money line, plus 280. What do you think about this one, Ben, as a Niners fan?
I mean, reading about what the Niners have been doing, I think this is a good way to bet here. I mean, if you're looking at money line, minus 350, anywhere to minus 365. I've seen it at a couple of places here. I think it's way too much to be putting on a money line bet. Definitely no value there. But I think 8 points. I would love to see this at 7. But I really just think 8 points with the preparation that the Niners are doing. They practice in Colorado all week to get that atmosphere, that high elevation practice. The Arizona is saying that what they were doing this week was comparable to high atmosphere conditions, but they stayed in Arizona. I just don't see how you can get those conditions practicing in Arizona. It just kind of seems like another half-ass production from the Arizona Cardinals, which we've seen this year. So I'm going to go San Francisco minus 8 here.
Too many points on a Monday Night Football game.
It is a lot of points, but
as bad as the Cardinals are, there's no way that I'm laying 8 points on a Monday Night Football game. And yes, I understand that this game is being played in Mexico City. This isn't like a game in the US.
49er fans in Mexico City.
Well, I mean, it's probably going to be
This is going to be a home game for the Niners.
It's probably going to be a home game for the Niners anywhere they play. But the Cardinals always play the Niners tough, dude. They always the Niners are 1-7 in the last 1-7-1 ATS in the last 9 meetings against the Cardinals. So and we're talking about some Cardinals teams that were absolute fucking dog shit. The Cardinals play the Niners.
Hold on,
well.
Say that again. 1-9-7?
1-7-1 against the spread in their last 9 meetings
sorry.
against the Cardinals.
Okay, sorry.
The underdog is 6-1-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in this matchup. The Cardinals, as bad as they are, dude, this is just too many points in a primetime game, dude.
It's a lot of points.
I'm taking the Cardinals here with confidence. I'm taking the Cardinals plus 8.5. I can't believe I'm saying this because I think the Niners are a much better team, but
definitely
just too many points on a Monday night game for a division rivalry.
What's the over under?
43.
43.
I'll go under.
Yeah, I'd probably play the under too, but the only problem with playing the total in this kind of game is like you don't know what's going to happen because of the altitude, because of it's just a lot of unknown, dude.
Is Kyler playing?
Kyler is he's questionable, but they said on What's dog shit head coach Cliff Kingsbury said on Saturday that he expects Kyler to play.
And McCoy hasn't been all that bad. I'm trying to find what. So
Yeah.
this is a repeat of the.
Go over then.
Yeah.
Kyler plays.
This is a repeat of the first game that they played in Mexico City, and that was 31-14. So 45
That was like
points there.
in 2002, dude.
5, but
it was a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
And that was when the Cardinals had fucking like, I don't even remember who their quarterback was, but I know it was someone dog shit.
They still won.
In 2002?
5.
2005, I'll take a wild guess. It was probably Matt Leinart or
Nah, that was before Leinart. That was when
Plummer.
Yeah, that was the last year of Plummer.
I'm gonna say Jake Plummer there. That's just a guess.
I thought Plummer was in Denver because remember
he was in Denver by then.
In 2004,
Yeah.
2005.
Dude, who was the Cardinals quarterback then?
I'm looking it up right now.
2005.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner.
Oh shit, that was Kurt Warner.
Yep. With Marcel Shipp and Anquan Bolden.
Larry Fitzgerald.
That was Fitzgerald's second year in the league.
Oliver Ross was the right tackle. I know him personally.
What a trash team that was. What's your thoughts about this game, Irv?
Yeah, I just see y'all getting it might be close. I don't think the Niners cover, but I definitely think they win by at least a touchdown. So, or if, you always play them tough, so it's not gonna be a blowout unless y'all just come out and have like pick sixes and fumbles and all that type of shit.
Which is definitely a possibility.
Yes, it could be possible.
The way that they played could be
either this game is gonna be close or it's gonna be all bad for your Cardinals. So if Kyler plays, I think it's a close game. But if Colt McCoy starts, I think this one can get ugly.
I think even if Kyler plays, it's going to be missing the biggest aspect of his offense is that run option because he's out for a hamstring, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure how serious his hamstring really was. I think they just held him out last week because of precaution. They're paying the guy a ton of money, dude. Last thing they want is to fucking just shred his hamstring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even though then like small hamstring injuries are significant hamstring injuries. Maybe not long term, but they hurt. So
no,
it's gonna come back.
Maybe.
Yeah, look at Keenan Allen. That's what he's been dealing with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has been dealing with that shit. It's been
it's a pain in the ass.
It's been troublesome for him. All right.
Let's go, y'all.
Let's get some best bets for tomorrow. What do we got, fellas? What do we got?
I can go ahead and start with this one. We're going to go hockey. We're going to go for the best bet for tomorrow's game. We are going to go Las Vegas Golden Knights over Vancouver. Looking at the way that the Golden Knights have been playing, we're even going to take the money or puck line here. I think you can take the money line sitting at -140. It's not that bad of a vig. But I think you can make even more money if you go -1.5 here. And the big thing that you're going to be looking at is that Vancouver cannot stop the puck from going in the goal, allowing 3.89 goals per game compared to Vegas's 2.47. So you're looking at a goals against average per game that is absolutely huge. And you look at the penalty kill, which is a big part of Las Vegas's game. They are scoring on a 21% kind of average here. Vancouver doesn't have a good power play as well, but if you look at the penalty kill, you've got Vancouver only stopping 65% of their penalty kills, which is rough. Very, very, very rough. So we're going to go Vegas money line at -140, and then you can even go puck line. I think it's sitting at +125, I think.
All right. Irv?
Golden State and the Pelicans over.
Where's the game being played?
It's in Smoothie King Center. It's in New Orleans.
The Warriors are terrible at home. They are coming on a back-to-back though. Keep that in mind. So when you're doing that game,
minus a goal and a half, plus 175 for Vegas right now.
nice. That's hella good value. I'm gonna go Cardinals plus 8.5. I just think it's way too many points, dude. So give me that 8.5. This is probably gonna close like 8, maybe even 7.5, and could very well be an 8-point game given the 2-point conversion. So give me that 8.5, and then I'll give you guys a bonus college basketball pick. We're gonna go University of San Francisco Dons -6 against University of Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa has only played one Division I opponent this year. That was Richmond, in which they lost 60-55. Richmond is not that good this year. University of San Francisco, though, solid team, coming off a huge win. Not a huge win, but coming off a big win against Fresno State. So give me the San Francisco Dons -5.5.
I'll get one more bet here. Go Eric Carlson with getting a point.
Ooh, Eric Carlson for a point. Let's go.
Top point getter in the NHL right now at 28 points.
Eric Carlson?
Eric Carlson.
Damn, trade him, dude.
Probably will.
His he's probably at an all-time high as trade value. I like it. All right, y'all.
Hey, before we go, I do want to bring in the beers that we had.
That's right.
Jordan had 2 beers. I want to get his quick rankings, and then I'll go. I know Jordan, you got another podcast to go to, but damn it, this one's more important.
That is fine. We got time.
So tell me about your beers.
Oh, okay. The first one, the hazy IPA, the drum roll. It's good. It's definitely like a hazy IPA. It's light, and you could like drink a lot of them. So it's something that like is a chill drinker. It's not ultra heavy like you're fucking drinking a loaf of bread. So that's always good. It's definitely something I would drink again. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It's not something that just like blew my mind away though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just it was a good beer. The fruited sour, definitely not the best sour I had. Similar though, it's easy to drink, right? You definitely get like the apricot and the citrus flavors out of it. It's not like overly like pungent like a lot of sours are, but I mean, to be honest, those are the kind of sours I like. But I'm gonna give this one a 3.75 out of 5. The hazy IPA was definitely better than the fruited sour, without a doubt. Like I took a few sips. I haven't even like drank that much of it.
Yeah.
I'll drink the rest of it, but it's not like so great where I'm like, oh, I gotta get another sip, dude. You know what I mean? So 3.75 out of 5, Ben.
There we go. All right, I had the revision IPA, the West Coast IPA, the Emerald Bay IPA, and this was a incredible one. Jordan, definitely keep an eye out for this. Coming out in the Vegas area. Since they are from Reno, I know you get a lot of the revisions. I'm going to give this one a 4.9 out of 5. This was one of my favorite West Coast IPAs that I had. Super hop forward, super fruity, but it wasn't one of those kind of slap you in the face IPAs. Irv, I even think you might like this one. I know it's not, IPAs aren't your thing, but this was a really good beer. So definitely high ranks on this one, 4.9 out of 5. The Mosaic IPA from Russian River, it was good. It wasn't all that great. So I'm going to give this one a 4.4 out of 5. I had high hopes for this. I was waiting for a week and a half to drink this beer. But with the hop specific, it's tough to get that variation of kind of the balance between hops. So it was definitely a good thing. But yeah, great beers this week, guys.
Oh yeah.
Irv, out of 5, Core Water.
5 out of 5.
There we go.
Damn.
Core is the best. Bless the waters. Make sure to go that one if you're going H2O.
That water, 5
All right,
out
guys,
of 5
thank you
times.
all for listening to the podcast. Sorry, what's up, Jordan?
I was saying he's gonna drink that all the time.
There we go. Thanks for listening to the podcast, everybody. Make sure to check us out on our socials. Go to Instagram, go to Twitter. We don't know how long Twitter's going to be around, but check out Jordan Rolls TSP. Check out Swerve and Irvin TSP.
Let's go.
And it is those are going to be our everyday kind of podcast here, socials here. Make sure to go to Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. Check out all of our picks for best bets throughout the week. We do football and college football up there. Make sure to check out our website, www.taproomsportspodcast. Make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, everywhere out there. We are there. And last but not least, is Rubel Cabrera. Grow the fuck up.
Why is Dribble Cabrera?
He knocked the dude out. You didn't see that?
Socked a guy after a walk-off homer.
Oh, bro. I mean,
Was a
knocked him smooth out.
Oh, is that the Winter League play?
Yeah, Venezuelan Winter League.
That's hella funny, man. I love that shit, dude. Let's go. Let's go.
Cheers, y'all. Make sure to go to Devour. Download the Devour app. Use promo code TAPROOM. $10 off your first purchase. $25 or more. Swerve and Jordan will be back tomorrow. All three of us will be back to talk Week 11 NFL on Tuesday.
Let's go. See y'all later. Have a blessed Monday, y'all. Let's get this fucking money.
Peace.